You're watching DCTV Denton Community Television.
And they tell me, follow your dreams. And they say, do what you want, and money will come.
Hi everyone, thanks for watching. Hope you're having a great day out there and hope you're enjoying this summer heat. I know I am. And there's a lot of great music activity and events going on around town, and today I'm very honored to have Rachel Yeatts here.
Hi.
Thank you for being here, and Jerry Phillips. Thank you, Jerry. How long have y'all known each other and been working together playing music?
Oh, not very long at all.
Really?
No, yeah, since last fall, I guess. Mm-hmm.
And began to meet there at the square and play on Saturday morning.
That's right.
There's a pretty good crowd of people that show up there, a lot of really good players. I enjoy that so much when I drop by there.
Mm-hmm, me too.
How did you get involved with playing music and songwriting?
I got interested in it a long time ago.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, back when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And first heard bluegrass music. I didn't even know what it was. You know, my mother, she liked country music, country
Yeah.
western music, because her father ran a jukebox route.
Really?
Yeah, and she got to help type up the labels for the jukeboxes.
Is that right?
She got to know country music that way.
I guess.
And I remember laying on the wooden floor in my grandfather's house. He had a house that was built in the 20s, and they would be playing these Dolly Parton records on this big old console, and you could feel the floor, you know, pulsing with all of
Really?
that, and I just loved that sound, you know. So I
Yeah.
loved music, but I didn't know what bluegrass was until I ran across a group of people playing bluegrass music in Will Rogers Coliseum. They used to have a flea market there.
Oh, uh-huh.
And there was a booth that just sold instruments, you know, acoustic
Really?
instruments. And just caught a sound I liked and started to ask questions. And
Yeah.
then look what happened.
What instrument did you start playing first?
Oh, the mandolin.
The mandolin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only one I really play.
Yeah. I love the sound of a mandolin.
Me too.
There are various kinds, aren't there?
There are many kinds. But I played a little traditional F-hole shape Kentucky. It's a nice little mandolin.
Oh,
It's
uh-huh.
basically a bluegrass.
They're different sizes. Is that what it is for the different kinds of them, or?
Well, there's the mandola is a little bit bigger.
Oh,
You know,
uh-huh.
there are different instruments. It's like the difference in a violin and a viola.
Yeah.
But a mandolin is pretty standard, I think, size-wise, like mine.
Those have 8 strings.
They do. The strings there are 4 pairs of strings, and
Yeah.
each of the 2 is noted the same way, and they're fretted the same way or strung the same way as a violin. So
Really?
Tuned the same way as
Tuned
that.
the same way.
tuned the same way.
Yeah, yeah. I never have played one, and I took 2 semesters of violin, but it was so long ago I never did keep up with it. But
Well, you might like the mandolin if you put your hands on one. You might like it.
Jerry, music's an important part of your life as well. What is your musical history, more or less?
Well, I grew up south of Nashville.
Really?
So bluegrass was part of our culture. Mm-hmm. If you were within range of the television stations in Nashville, you got all of these shows by bluegrass groups, the best
Yeah.
ones at that time,
Oh,
Flatt and
yeah.
Scruggs, Bill Monroe, those kind of people. So I had plenty of that when I was really young. And then I started getting serious about it in college. Also started with the mandolin. But in college, I was the youngest guy in the group, so they made me play guitar.
Really?
They already
Yeah.
had a mandolin player. I've
Yeah.
been playing guitar ever since.
What field of work did you end up in your career?
Chemical engineer.
Chemical engineering, uh-huh. Where did you do that at?
All over the country.
Really? Yeah, yeah.
Most of the time with Monsanto in
Oh,
the
really?
chemical business, and then in the later years we owned our own company.
Yeah, uh-huh. How long have you been around the Denton area?
Moved here a year ago.
Oh, really?
Probably met Rachel the first day I was here.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So you kind of brought some of your Nashville experiences over here to the Denton area.
Well, I brought my enthusiasm. I don't know about any talent or experience. They pretty much had that here. This is a great music scene.
It really is. It really is. When did you first start writing songs?
Oh, about the same time in
When you
high
were in
school.
high school, you were writing songs.
Yeah.
Songs would come to you. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I liked bluegrass music, but I didn't really know all the ballads. And then one day I heard one of them, The Banks of the Ohio.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And while I had liked all the ones I had heard up until then, that song bothered me a lot because it's a
Yeah.
murder ballad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's kind of what caused me to write my first song.
Is that right?
So that, and I had just fallen in love, with my husband. So
Yeah.
at the time, of course, he was just a high school guy. But that combination, I didn't like the murder ballad. And so I thought, somebody ought to write something in bluegrass that's a ballad that does something besides talk about murder. And so that's why I did it.
What is the name of that song?
Paradise Mountain.
Really? And you'll do that today?
Yeah.
Well, that's great. I look forward to hearing that.
Yeah, thanks.
So you've always been fascinated with lyrics and literature, and then you went on and majored in English, and you're an English professor now at this point, is that correct?
Yes, I teach at the University of North Texas.
Yeah,
And I have studied creative writing, and that includes poetry and creative nonfiction.
Yeah.
So all of that informs the songwriting, the lyrics of the song.
Sure. What is creative nonfiction exactly? What are some examples of that?
Yeah, creative nonfiction would be a memoir,
Oh, really?
something,
Samuel
like-
Pepys'
yeah.
diaries and all that stuff like that?
essays, memoir, certain kinds of autobiography, it's kind of classified as that.
Yeah. I was wondering about that this morning. You told me that the other day about your dissertation.
Yeah.
But that's motivated a lot of people for sure. Ben Franklin, I remember studying about that, his
Oh,
diary,
yeah. Yes.
and that became somehow a company or something. They have all those planners, Franklin planners,
Oh, right.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he's a important man, important
Yeah.
writer.
Yeah, yeah. I liked his style for sure when I was younger. I haven't read much Ben Franklin lately, but
Right.
who are some writers that you really like? Some creative writers of this, that are contemporary.
Yeah, I love Mary Carr,
Really?
Patricia Hampel, Sidney Lee,
Really?
Lee Martin. There are many, many great writers. Some
I'm
of them,
sure.
some of them, of course, in our own English department. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of wonderful writing out there.
Didn't Pearl Buck live around here, or?
I don't know. Did she
I don't
live
know if
around
she
here?
was a regional writer. I think she
Yeah.
may have had some property in Dallas or something. I saw an estate sale a few years ago, but
Yeah, she had, her story is iconic in many ways.
The Good Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just that one, but her other work also. She's becoming popular again, where for a while she sort of fell out of favor.
Yeah.
But now people are sort of taking another look at her work.
Yeah, yeah. I thought The Good Earth was an interesting story, just pretty much down to earth,
Well-
the realness of life.
Yeah, she was a missionary, and she traveled, lived in China for a long time.
Yeah.
And that had a great influence too on her thinking. So she's a important person and influential writer.
That's for sure. Well, I appreciate y'all being here very much, and we're going to have y'all play some music for us, and stay tuned and check out the music today, and we really appreciate you watching. Thanks a lot.
Hi, this is Rachel Yeatts. I'm here today to play for you with Jerry Phillips on guitar and Tracy on fiddle. The first song we're going to play is a song I wrote a long time ago when I first got to know bluegrass music. I loved bluegrass music, but the murder ballads really bothered me. So I decided I should write one that speaks for a female character who's actually not being murdered by her lover. It's called Paradise Mountain. When I go home, my love will be there. He'll come to me, arms open wide. Then once again, I'll
from me. In each long day I walk alone, yet I still hear his final words. I'll greet you there when you get home. When I go home, my love will be there. He'll come to me, arms open wide. Then once again, I hold him close. These tear-dimmed eyes will then be dried. Then once again, I hold him close. These tear-dimmed eyes will then be dried.
Oh, thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you, guys. Well, the next song we're going to sing is another one that I wrote. And the title of the song is Feet That Go Like This. And it was just something that came to me, so there's no story behind this song. But I hope you enjoy it.
I'd like to let all this go. Brick by brick, the story's told. I'll lay it down, the wall goes up. Hard to hear and cold to touch. Hard to hear and cold to touch. Somebody stole my treasure chest. And now my feet, they go like this. That's okay, I built a door. A sign that says forevermore. My wooden lips, my handle heart. Walk through where I come apart. Walk through where I come apart. Somewhere I lost my treasure chest. Now my feet, they go like this. The wall's my life with windows in. Let me through as light or wind. A trail that leads along both sides. From heart to beat, from voice to cry. From heart to beat, to voice to cry. I'm looking for my treasure chest. Now my feet, they go like this. And now my feet, they go like this. All right. So that's how the feet go. So the next song that I'm going to do for you is called The House Burning Down Is You. And it's about being, it's about loving somebody who's just got a lot of emotional problems and tends to kind of run away on stuff. And so it's about that. The house burning down is you. darling, let me sit and hold you while your heart it swells and breaks. That's the price of too much loving. Let your soul keep till you wake. You fight me, you fret and struggle. Too far gone, the house is burning down in my arms, and you are weeping. Love can hold you to the ground. Night is black, smoke is blacker, flames rise like vivid screams. They bless and burn for what redemption? We hate the wounds, but love the scars. You fight me, you fret and struggle. Too far gone, the house is burning down in my arms, and you are weeping. Love can hold you to the ground. You howl against all that binds you. Drop your head and touch me with your tears. Hypnotized, I want to be you. So real, you're bursting at the seams. You fight me, you fret and struggle. Too far gone, the house is burning down in my arms, and you are weeping. Love can hold you to the ground in my arms, and you are weeping. Love can hold you to the ground.
Thank y'all. That was nice. Yeah, that was a house burning down. And so, the next song we're gonna do is the title of it is "The Gravity of Bliss," and it came about while I was having a conversation with somebody about a piece of American literature, a short story by John Cheever. And we were trying to figure this main character out. We couldn't figure him out. What was wrong with him? And yet we loved that character. And somehow the phrase "gravity of bliss" was spoken in that conversation. And now is the title of this song.
The gravity of bliss at times is rendered thus. The flesh becomes a veil upon us secrets in here are safe. For some secrets I cannot tell, I can show so little of hell. Where's the foot of heaven's throne? I'll spill them upon those stones. The gravity of bliss at times is rendered thus. The flesh becomes a veil upon a sigh, upon a wail. Fear is a prison escaped on a song. Hope is a desert I once called home. Alone is the ache that honeys your lips and blesses my fingertips. Once I was afraid of death, its boot was heavy on my neck. Only trust could prevail, then love hung its coat on my nail. The gravity of bliss at times is rendered thus. A flesh becomes a veil upon a sigh, upon a wail. The flesh became a veil when love hung its coat upon my name. Yes, thank you guys. Well, yeah. There's another song here. We have time for another song. And so, this song is... One more. Okay. So this song is called Bright Bottom Baby. And it's about this couple that I know. And she's the bright bottom baby, but in this song, she's like the moon in the sky. So, this is dedicated to my friends. Bright bottom baby. Bright bottom baby, rocking all the world. A grain of sand became for us a pearl. Seas of heartbreak sing to me and you. Set fire to the night sky with a silver curly cue. I strolled through the mountains and I strolled through the main. Was an earth-stepping storm, just looking for my name. I could ride a tornado, beat the sea back with my fist. I looked up and you caught me by the wrist. Bright bottom baby, rocking all the world. A grain of sand became for us a pearl. Seas of heartbreak sing to me and you. Set fire to the night sky with a silver curly cue. When he commenced to smoke, I stuffed the devil in his pipe. Ran to heaven's open window and took a cherry pie. No one I ever met could tell me what to do. None of my best thinking can get me straight to you. Bright bottom baby, rocking all the world. A grain of sand became for us a pearl. Seas of heartbreak sing to me and you. Set fire to the night sky with a silver curly cue. When I get weary, I sit down and cry. up to the sky. What's this trouble? A beating in my chest. I'm looking for the one that I love the best. Bright bottom baby, rocking all the world. A grain of sand became for us a pearl. Seas of heartbreak sing to me and you. Set fire to the night sky with a silver curly Q. Set fire to the night sky with a silver curly Q. All right. Thank you. Wonderful. Really appreciate that. All right. So, is that all? All right then. You guys, thank you so much for coming out and being with me today, and thank you to everyone for having us here today. And I encourage you to come out to the square in Denton, Texas on Saturday mornings to listen in to the acoustic jam, and Friday nights now too. And so bring your instruments or just bring a lawn chair, a blanket on the ground, and just enjoy yourself and enjoy the music and think about what a great town Denton is. And we'll see you there.
And they tell me, follow your dreams. And they say, do what you want, and money will come. Lots of people have lots of dreams. Lots of people, it seems, when they are young, they look to the sky. They work harder than the other guy.